Yo, what is going on, legends? This is Ron from Optimize Effects, and I do apologize for the lateness of my videos. I have been super sick for literally 2 months. I haven't been able to talk very well, and that is pretty much the reason why I haven't been putting out any content. It's because I just haven't been able to talk. So this weekend is actually one of the first weekends where my voice is okay. I'm actually able to talk. It's still a bit nasally, but I think most of the sickness is gone. And yeah, I just wanted to shout out to everyone and say, look, I'm still here, and we're ready to rip. And I've got a few things to show you guys, or you folks, in this video, and what I've been up to. And I think it's pretty exciting. The first thing that we're looking at right here is basically the website that I have been building, in my spare time, which is not much at all. Basically, it's just going to be a website that's going to have like all my challenge stuff. It's going to have crypto information, types of cryptocurrency robots, cryptocurrency investments that I've been into. I'm going to have tutorials, and another exciting part of this is we're going to have basically I'm building an application that is basically going to be a robot library. So you'll be able to go into this app, type in a robot name, and it will come up with the robots that it come up with, basically settings, what time frames, what pairs, what kind of equity you should probably use, how you should use the robot, any information that I've got, any backtests, any photos, just basically any information about the robot that I can find, I'll put into this library. And I haven't seen anything out there like it. So that is another thing that I'm doing apart from this. So this is just basically, this isn't going to be nothing like it looks right now. It's pretty, a little bit like what it's going to look like. Latest videos, I'm going to have a whole heap of videos here that, some of my most watched videos from YouTube. Basically, this is just a template I've started, starting to fill it all out. So there's really not much to look at right now. It is optimizeeffects.com. But if you go to just.com, you won't see anything because the website is just not live. The reason for that is that I haven't finished it. But it is coming out. So if you've got any information that you require, or if anything that you need, just give me a shout out, and I'll see if I can include it in the website as I'm going. But it's been a side project that it's been going for a long time, and I think I should really get my finger out and try and get it finished. Right, now the next thing that I'd like to talk about is a robot that blew me away last week. Now this robot, I did trade it on a live account, and yes, it made $104 from a $600 deposit, but it made that $104 in literally a bit over 1 hour. And what robot do you ask? Well, I'm going to leave that a secret for now. And the reason being is that I only traded it live once. And I'd like to see how I can trade it a bit longer before I reveal what it actually is. But let's just say it made 17% in that hour. I thought I'd add it to my FX book. This is actually an old MT5 account that I've had since I've had Pepperstone as a broker, so it was actually quite old. So I've had to adjust the dates for this because I've had robots trading on this account before and they didn't go so well. I'm honest with that. So this has started from the 14th, and the reason why it started from the 14th is that's when I did this. So look, it started. I put the 600 in. I started it literally a minute later, so this was 2:17 in the afternoon. I'm like, right, we're trading gold, and I let it. I'm like, all right, I'm going to let it trade for an hour, and we'll see how we go. And in that hour, as we can see here, I stopped it at 15:34, which is literally an hour and a bit later, and it's done this. It made $100. which I think is insane. And the drawdown was only 6.85%. Right, pretty cool, right? Right, well, that's really all I want to say about that. Just give me a minute here, and I'll drag over the VPS window, which is what I have over here. And by the way, I really hope that you're enjoying the new microphone that I have. It is so much better than my old dodgy headset. But what we have here in front of us is my live Pepperstone account that I've been trading. And currently I'm in drawdown $202 because I decided to trade NAS 100 with another robot that didn't work out so well. And then last week I tried to use another robot to try and get out of the bad position. That robot kind of got me in a worse position. And now I'm stuck with a drawdown of $202. But that didn't really matter because, as you can see, for the week, I made $667. So, look, $202 is not too bad at all. That's with a withdrawal of $600, by the way, as well. So I put $600 into the other account, but it doesn't show up here. It's fine. And it doesn't show last week, where I actually had to close some in losses. So here we go. If we just do 16th, what is it? Oh, it's the 17th. Oh, okay. Tripping out because on my VPS it's saying it's the 16th, but it's the 17th here in Australia. Right, so let's go back to maybe the 7th. Hey, oh no, it's not going to update. Right. Okay, because the market's not open, this indicator does not update. Anyway, long story short, basically, with the strategy that I have, it's a really quick. It trades gold, and essentially, I only trade it during London hours, and it's really quick. You've got to be watching it. And what happened was, gold had a bit of volatility last week. In the last couple of weeks, really, it was quite volatile in some times, and it got a bit crazy. And I had to, I have an internal stop loss in my mind. Also, I trade based on margin as well. So this robot, it trades like a little bit of volatility, but not so much trending. It's got to be up and down a lot, and that's how it makes its money. But those up and downs can't be slow, if you know what I mean. So if we go back here, so this is Black Dragon, by the way. This is an EA that I do run live, and I have had a lot of success trading this live. We can see here that this is me opening trades manually, and I let Black Dragon manage the trades for me. And you can see here, gold. I was in a couple of. I think there was a couple of sells here. We can go into here and have a look. There are a couple of sells, and where are we gone? Over here. Cool. I'm trying to focus in on all this. It might be a bit tricky. Here we go. All right. So basically, long story short, I let Black Dragon manage my trades manually. So I open a trade, and it sets like a take profit and a trailing stop, and it also has the martingale feature in it as well. So if the trade goes against me, it'll martingale out of it. But most of the time, I'll trade the trend, and they won't even need to be activated at all. Which, as you can see here, it doesn't get activated when you trade manually. So I saw here that gold had a huge drop, and I'm like, okay, right, sweet, let's sell this. So I sold it all the way down, and I made a little bit of money here, and then I went to bed because, like, for me, This was I think it was the US session on the 13th, which was, I think, maybe a Thursday, possibly a Thursday night for me. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to go to bed because, for me, that's like past midnight. And yeah, then look at this. And then gold just went straight back up again, went way past where it initially started the drop. So I was really, that was unexpected for me because I thought gold was going to head down to like 1680 because that's where the next major support for me is, where I put my support, 1680. So this was a surprise in the morning for me to see gold go all the way back up here again. And then Black Dragon, I have got it set to trade on auto sometimes, but as you can see here, I did have what did happen though is I had some manual trades that didn't go so well from like last week, and it was actually able to help me. So it actually helped me get out of those bad trades that I did manually, because it was I've got it set up to trade manage manual orders. As you can see here, that is set to true, which is really, really awesome with Black Dragon. It can manage your manual orders, and if I wanted it to manage any gold, I'd have it on this account and do that. But long story short again, I know I've said that a couple of times now, basically Black Dragon was able to help me get out of the crap, and it closed it with a $13 profit. So basically what had happened is that it had a few trades open that were not looking really good at all in terms of like their size. So that was probably one of them, was we're getting up there in the lots for the account size anyway. So the account size was I think at the time maybe like $1,600, and I'm like, okay, well that's it's enough, but like we're trading gold here, right? This can have like a $20 to $50 move at any time. Most of those times are in the US session, but for me, having a high lot trade and quite a few of them open in gold and going to sleep at night, you just don't sleep because you don't know if you're going to have a count the next day. But Black Dragon was able to help me get out of that situation, and it closed all of that with $13 in profit, and then we didn't trade anymore. And I think I turned it off for, this was kind of the next morning, and I'm like, sweet, turn the robot off. I left these two NAS 100 trades open because at the time they were both, this one here was like negative $50, and this one was probably negative like 80. So I'm like, oh, okay, sweet, I'm just going to leave them. And right now, NAS 100 has gone back up to where I initially bought at, and it's actually closed at literally where I opened the trade, which is quite interesting. So what I'm going to do when the market opens on Monday, which is tomorrow morning, I'm going to close that trade depending on how the market reacts over the weekend, on how it opens, and then just try and get out of this crap here, which is selling NAS 100. So I'll probably end up using EA Black Dragon to help me get out of this bad position here, because if we have a look at this is Black Dragon version 10 trading NAS, and this is a set that I've just tested for, how long has it been going for? Since that's another robot that I use, but so Black Dragon, I started this on the 11th, and from the 11th to the 15th, it made $449, which shows you how crazy trading NAS 100 can be with this set. Now this set, I'm not going to disclose publicly because obviously it's quite profitable, and that's another thing I want to talk to you all about, is like, would you all be interested in me doing like a paid content, or were you interested in like content that I'll do where I do show you, profitable sets like this? Like, I mean, this made $449 on a balance that's less than 1,000. So you can imagine if you take off 449 from 787, there you go. That's what this balance started with, and I think that's absolutely amazing that it was actually able to make that much money on such a little deposit. Like, yeah, like it literally started at 300 and something. So anyway, that was just a little test that I did with the NAS 100 bot, and I'll probably end up setting this up on that account and try and help me get out of the really bad situation that it's in right now. And we can see here that like a lot of its money was made right here. So it was, it got in a fair bit of drawdown, but it come out with like $156 in profit. Like, that's insane. And then $6 here, $30, $9, $6, $6, $30, $74 here. Like, this set is next level. And I definitely wouldn't recommend running it like 24/7. But that's how it is. That is a test that I'm doing right now, so not really much to talk about with that. And this is another Black Dragon test where basically I have the indicator as well. So Black Dragon also has an indicator where you basically do the direction of the pair that you're trading. So right now the indicator is showing sell. So we're at M15 buy, but we're H1 sell, H4 sell, and D1 sell. So we set the robot to only sell. There's no buys at all until D1 says buy or H4 says buy. That's when we'll look at buying. But at the moment, even if you look at gold on a daily time frame, you'll see that the trend is down. And we might see gold probably hit that 1680 next week, but it did hit. We hit 1700 here on Friday. So gold is on a downtrend, and we can see here by this indicator that it is underneath this middle line here. We've got the top line, middle line, and the bottom line, and it's underneath. It's trading underneath this bottom line, which means we are selling gold. And if you're just trading the trend like this, if you're using this system, as you can see here, it is profitable. The drawdown is quite minimal because you are trading the trend. Now the problem with this is, as you can see here, there is a spike up. Yes, it was massive. Like, that was a huge move, and that was in the US session. But if you don't trade the US session, you won't have huge moves like this. Obviously it was able to handle that because we're only doing 0.01 lots and just testing this out, and you come out with an $81 profit. But that's just how it is. Like, you're just going to only be selling. So you would have, as you can see here, we sold the bottom. Sold. Maybe two more sells here, and then one here, and then boom, $81 in profit. But what would have happened if gold had just kept going up? Yeah, goodbye account. So that's the thing with gold, is like, take your profits and withdraw often. That's just my 2 cents. And this next one is also Black Dragon, but this is my live account as well. So just to show you, this is NAS 100 live account. I will have it trading NAS 100, and we'll see what happens. But look at this, $222 profit. Righto. So that'll round up the first half of the video. I just wanted to show you that there is no bullshit here with this channel. I do trade my ideas live. I'm not showing you the settings because it's taken me hours and hours and hours of painstaking research to get to where I am right now. And I hope that it keeps continuing because it has been going quite well for a little while for me. But you know, we're not making thousands yet, but I think we're on the right path, and I think that's also amazing. So I'm going to head over to the laptop right now, and we're going to have a look at some of the other robots that I've got testing on demo accounts, and I'll show you how they're going. So I'll see you over there in a minute. Yo, what's happening? We are back on the laptop, and as we can see, we have a balance of $30.28. So this is one of the Black Dragons trading gold, where I was trading the M5 time frame. I changed it. So if you've watched any of my previous videos, this one had been going for a very long time, probably like 17 weeks. And I decided that it wasn't making enough money for, you know, what it was doing. So I decided to up the ante a bit. And by doing that, obviously in a bear market, it blew the account. Now, the reason why it blew the account is not because the lot size was too big, which it was, but because we didn't have enough equity. We ran out of margin. So because our initial lot was 0.05 and the lot multiplier was 1.1, we basically ran out of margin. And the reason being is that our margin is only 1 to 500 on this account. And then what happened was we got stopped out. Actually, no, look at that. All right. So it wasn't, yeah, it was definitely margin, right? I decided to use auto lot, and the auto lot size was 0.01 per $500, I think. Anyway, long story short, the lots were way too big for the account size, and it just ran out of margin. That's just how it happened. So I wouldn't recommend these settings. If you're going to use this robot or this setting, this set obviously change the auto lot size to something bigger, and maybe just don't use auto lots, which you can. Like, I'm not saying you can't, but it'd be more like 0.01 per 2000. So I had to set it on 500. You would probably put it on something like this. So per 2000, because it's gold, right? And then you probably wouldn't blow an account like we did with this. But that's fine. That's, you know, I'm like, well, we needed to push it. So by pushing it, that's what happened. So this robot and these settings are absolutely outstanding if you use the lot sizing correctly. Just wanted to put that one out there. So yeah, that set is shared in my Telegram. So if you want to jump over there, it has been shared quite a long time ago, so probably going back 2-3 months. That is in there. So if you're wanting to trade that live, definitely go grab that set and make sure you choose the right lot size for your account. I believe it is set on manual lots at 0.01. So which is good to start off with. If you want to start off with that, definitely do that and get a feel for the robot, and let it trade for a couple of weeks and until you're happy to increase the lot size. And this robot backtests really well as well, so I do recommend that you do that with the lots that you will be using, just so you can get an idea of how it's going to trade or how it's going to handle the trades based on the lot size that you select. Right, it's going mad. Now, EA Golden Moon is a new one to me, and obviously it's not showing anything in the account history there because it's probably, well, it's doing last week. It's thinking last week is today, which it's not. Bingo. And then we just got to turn comments on because we can see what Golden Moon has been up to. Now, I don't really have too much to say about Golden Moon just yet. I'm just observing it, how it's been going. It does make a little bit, which is, you know, $146 since the 12th. So that's pretty good. Now what we're looking at though is the biggest lot size. We can see here there's like a 0.32 lot trade, which is quite big for an account of its size. So what we want to do is go back probably more than the 12th. I just want to see where I started this. Right, go back to here. Ah, sweet. This is where the previous robot stopped out. Okay, so I put in $1,000 at on the 8th. Awesome. So let's see if. Oh, sweet! It might pick it up. All right. So if I start this from the 8th, we might get if it wants to play ball. Oh wait. Sometimes it plays up and selects previous days. Ah, sweet. Happy days. Okay. Right. So Golden Moon. We're trading gold M15 time frame. I think it is trading. Maybe default settings. I can't remember, to be honest. But we've made $248 from 1,000 starting on the 8th, and it is now the 17th today. So it hasn't been trading too long. But what is a bit concerning is the lot size that it hit here, 0.32. Now, obviously, it did make a profit from that, and it probably closed others in a loss because it is martingale. And that was probably one of those big spikes that gold had last week, which it handled it. So there you go. There's another one with 16, so that's quite high. For me, it's quite high. It's another 16 there, 8, 8 again, 8. Yeah, righto. So it hits, you know, it goes 8, then 16, then 32, obviously, because that's how it is. But we'll see how it goes next week, and I think it's going quite well. I'm quite impressed. This is the US 30 account that has been trading for a very long time on my modified settings. Those settings are shared in other videos, but it has been going extremely well. For the week, I should probably put the trade thingy on there. I don't think it maybe doesn't work. No, I don't have it. All right. So I can't tell you how much it made last week, but it's a bit scary. I don't know if I'm liking this set, to be honest. I think the risk is greater than the reward, if that makes sense. So we'll do. If I do last week. Actually, what if I do last month? Because I might start from, yeah, okay. It'll start from the start of this month. So it's only made $303 since the 1st of the 7th. So to me, trading US 30, that is not enough, like for the account size. But to others, it might be a lot. But I think its drawdown is quite high compared to the profit that it makes. So I think the settings can be adjusted to probably, you know, make a bit more. So I'll have a look at that and see what I can come up with. Now, another one is Aura Black Edition 2.3, and it has been trading quite interestingly as well. Have a look here. We'll see if we can bring up some comments. I'm getting this a bit bigger. Now it doesn't show. Bingo! I got a loss. It doesn't show its name in the comments section. All right, so we started here. So the 22nd of the 6th, it doesn't trade very often, and the other thing is I've got it trading the M5 time frame. The developer suggests to trade it on the daily time frame, so you have a lot less signals, but the signals will be way more accurate. So maybe I should do that, but I just wanted to get some trades happening just to make sure that the robot was working. Because if you have it on the daily time frame, I believe it only trades a couple of times a week. And look, that's perfectly fine. I think the less time in the market, the better. If you're trading gold, for instance, that is perfectly okay. Now we can see here that It's opening, moderately sized trades, and the profits are okay. $71, 85, 71, and then it's slowly going up because it is trading a percentage of the account size each trade. And we can see here that it's 23, 24, 25, but we have had a huge loss here at 723, which I think has eaten up all of its profits. So look, if we start from here, so we'll look at the 22nd of the 6th. And we'll look at the 22nd, sorry. Is that 22nd? Yep. Hopefully it doesn't bring in Euro Scalper. Bingo. Okay. So even though we took a $723 loss, we still made $1,148.65. So to me, that is profitable. Definitely. And look, I don't mind if a robot takes a loss. I do not mind at all, because, losses happen. So, but the gains have outweighed the losses, and that's what we've got to look for. And I think with these kind of single shot, I think it's a single shot. Well, it's got two trades right now open, so I don't know one after the other. So I don't know why it's done that, but it's quite interesting. But look at that. It is $138 in profit, and it's open over the weekend, so who knows what's going to happen on market open. But I probably would have closed that manually if it was, a real account. Am I trading this live yet? No. But there is a set that you can put on that will start from $100. And I think I might actually do that for you guys, because look, I made $100 in an hour. I'm probably going to put that $100 into an account, and I'll trade Aura Black Edition with $100, and I'll show you guys live how it goes, if it's good or not. And I've got a couple more to show you. FX Scalper X, I've got it trading just a couple, only 3 currencies right now. We've got 25k in the account. I only started it last week on, I think, a Friday. So look, I don't have anything to show you guys in regards to FX Scalper X right now. But what I have noticed with this version that I have is that if it opens a single trade, it doesn't close it in take profit. It doesn't close it until it opens another trade in loss, like Martingale. It'll then close in a profit. But I think if you had another robot, with this one that I have anyway, if you had another robot closing trades in like a basket kind of style, I think it'll work quite well. But I do know of people that have had FX Scalper X trade really, really well, so we'll see how it goes. I'd like to see it succeed. And this is the other one, Black Dragon, which has been trading pound USD for a very long time. And what do we got? I think, yeah, I'll open this back up, so it's not going to show how much it's made. But I'll give you an idea of how much it has made since I've changed the settings. So we are basically pushing this robot to see how much it can make, and we upped the lot size quite a bit. So it's made $382 this month, and the lots are much bigger than what they were when it first started. So we just remember, if you're new to the channel, this robot started with $500 many months ago, probably about 3 to 4 months ago now. And look, I thought it was not, it wasn't making enough money, so we're pushing it now. We're really pushing it. Like we pushed the other Black Dragon trading gold. So yeah, $382 is not too bad, and I'm not trading the trend either with pound USD. So just quickly, if we have a look at the daily time frame, if it's going to let me look at it, it has been pretty much crap. Yeah, look at this. So from March, we can say pound USD has been going down, just going down. It's had some, pullbacks, pull back. But if you're trading the trend, you'd only be doing sells. And if you're only doing sells, then that's fine. But there you go. So that's Pound USD. That is the last robot that I'm going to be talking about in this video. Sorry it has been so long, but look, it has been a long time since I put out any content. I do apologize for that. However, I'm going to be back. I'm going to be posting more often. I've got my voice back, and I'm ready to rock and roll. So thank you to all the OG subscribers. And yeah, if you want to see, if you're not subscribed and you'd like to see some more of this content, please subscribe, hit that bell icon, and don't forget, if you found this video helpful in any way, please smash that like button. It really, really helps out my channel. And yeah, almost at 1,000 subs. Let's get to 1,000. I'd really love to see that. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in another update during the week very soon. Bye-bye.